Hey everyone, my name is Stephanie Bell. I'm an LA-based media producer and journalist specializing in photography and video production. And I am a black hair enthusiast. I love black hair. I love all things about hair. I swear I could have came out the womb trying to swoop my literal baby hairs, okay? I just love doing hair, talking about hair, learning the history of black hair specifically, and I love creating content and creating videos about hair. Hey guys, Stephanie here. Hey guys, I'm Stephanie. Excuse my crusty rustiness. If you are a subscriber, what up, though? And I'm back with another video. Period. I've created a ton of YouTube tutorials, but some of my favorites have been recreating hairstyles inspired by Sierra, TLC, Ari Lennox, and more. This is so extra. Oh. I create with the intent to inspire, empower, and uplift everyone who comes across my content. Stiff wear.
And cleanup can be a real pain.
Oh Lord.
There's gotta be an easier way.
Behind my goofiness, there's always a positive message of encouragement. But honestly, if you're interested in trying color hair and you're looking at girls saying, wow, that looks so good on her, I could never do it, you can do it. You just gotta do it, okay? Just do it.
So just do it! Just do it!
I love to experiment with bold and unique hairstyles, and I encourage you to try it too. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I did these Goddess Faux Locks using RastAfri braid hair. For this video, I'm going to be using RastAfri Braid's 40-inch Goddess curl braid that's already pre-stretched and pre-curled at the ends, and I'm also going to be using their Tahiti curl crochet hair. Both are made with Toyokalon fibers, which means the texture is fantastic, it's super soft, it's lightweight, and it's easy to use. Let's go ahead and finish these locks off. I already have the front of my hair pre-sectioned, so all I have to do is braid my base and wrap those braids with the Tahiti curl hair. So for my base, I'm using two colors, the RastAfri Braid Goddess Curl Braid in 40 inches. And this color, ooh, I look crazy. Hold on, let me get my Medusas together. So this color is BT1B Cotton Candy. It's kind of a silver, lavender, gray mixture. And at the bottom, you have this really pretty lavender cotton candy type of shade. So I love this color. It is perfect for adding highlights within my locks. So I'm gonna be braiding using this, and also using the same hair in BT Dark Berry. So this is just a solid dark purple color. So these are the two colors that I will be braiding my hair with. I first learned how to braid maybe in middle school. I don't know, like 11 or 12 years old. I would always do the hair for my Bratz dolls, and I had a big Bratz doll head that I would smack whenever it would be moving around too much. I knew that I wanted to be a hairstylist all the way back in elementary school, really. I had a class assignment maybe in the 2nd or 3rd grade. I was really young, but the assignment was to trace my body on a big sheet of paper and draw myself as whatever occupation I wanted to pursue. So my mom traced me, and I drew in some shears and a blow dryer, and I said I wanted to do hair. I was a little hairstylist, honey. I wanted to do hair. And that stuck with me for a while. My mom used to do hair all the time, so I would watch her do her own hair, and she studied cosmetology, so she really introduced me to the world of hair growing up. And my grandma did nails, so they both kind of influenced me into finding interest in the beauty world in general. But my mom definitely, she pretty much introduced hair to me at a young age. Then eventually I wanted to be a model. I wanted to be a fashion designer. I wanted to be a pop star, a wrestler. Girl. Oh, that escalated quickly. But I ended up going back into hairstyling in high school when I had the opportunity to take cosmetology classes. And it was an opportunity actually to have a dual education. So I could graduate high school with a cosmetology license for the state of Michigan, which is where I grew up. So I took that. I enrolled in cosmetology school, and I ended up doing that in the 11th and the 12th grade, and I graduated high school with my cosmetology license. Look at that. Look at that curl. Yes! Yes! So we got 2 down. I think I got a few more to go. So it's amazing how hair just kind of stuck with me all throughout my adolescent life. After high school, I decided that I didn't want to do hair anymore. After working in the salon at my cosmetology school, I just said, you know what, this may not be for me. Maybe I don't want to do hair. I can't do this every day. So I decided to study film as I went into college. And somehow, some way, I ended up back around here to the hair industry. But instead of being a hairstylist, I'm creating media for hair, and I am an ambassador for a hair company. When you're doing box braids or any type of protective style, especially faux locks, make sure you are moisturizing your hair, because there's nothing worse than having your braids in for a month or your faux locks in for a month, and you take it out and all your hair breaks off with it. You don't want that. You do not want that. So make sure you are using some type of moisturizer on your hair so that, you know, your hair is actually moisturized and it can thrive while it's in this protective style. Especially around your hairline, because girl, everybody talking about snatching edges. You gonna snatch your own edges if you don't moisturize your hair before you put braids in. Let me talk to you guys about this hair, because you can't feel it, but it's so soft. Like, that's that Toyota line, y'all. Let me tell you, RastAfri's Goddess Braid is 100% Toyota line, which makes the texture super soft. It's lightweight, and it gives the hair a natural shine. So I don't know if you guys can see, but this hair has a little bit of shine to it, and it's not that ugly plastic looking shiny. No. We don't do that around here. This is like literally a natural sheen, and you can see that the hair also has texture, which is very important, especially when braiding hair textures like mine, because I have type 4 hair. It's super kinky, has lots of texture, lots of different textures. So hair that's not super shiny or bone straight is great. So that's why I love RastAfri Braid, because their hair always blends in with my hair texture. I have no issues with that at all whatsoever. And this hair also doesn't tangle. So most tangles come from not running your fingers all the way through your hair while you're braiding, because while you're braiding the top, you're also braiding the bottom. The bottom starts to catch like that, and then you just have to run your fingers through it, and you know, it's not tangled up. But some hair tangles, like to the point where it's not even usable anymore. So I don't have that problem with RastAfri. As you guys saw, the hair is not tangled at all, so that is great. So to wrap my braids, I'm going to be using RastAfri's Tahiti Curl in the color GTOM Purple. Tahiti Curl is a crochet hair, super full, super fluffy, but also super lightweight. So that's perfect for doing faux locks, because you don't want your locks to be heavy. You don't want to put too much weight on your natural hair. You want to make sure you're not pulling too much on your hair. So now that I have my 8 braids done across my hairline, I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping each braid. I like to use maybe 6 strands. They are individual strands like this. This hair is great for a passion twist as well. I've done a kinky afro, I've done passion twist, I've done a ponytail, a bun. Literally, this is such a versatile crochet hair. I love it. And I love this color. I love this color so much. So the method I like to use to keep from putting too much tension on my hairline and throughout the rest of my hair as well is I crochet the Tahiti curl into the braid instead of just wrapping it around the root of my braid. I prefer to crochet the hair into the braid and then wrap it. That way I'm not pulling on the roots of my hair or my scalp. I'm not pulling on my scalp. I'm not losing any edges because we don't need no more of that, okay? So what I do is I put it in pretty close to the top of the braid and I add the hair onto the hook and pull that through. And I only want to pull a little bit, so I just keep it like this, just so I don't need to pull the whole thing through, just a little bit. And then from there I start wrapping just like this. And I love this color purple. That's one of my favorite things about RastAfri. I love bright colors. I love bold colors, and RastAfri always have these bold and vibrant color options. They've created so many products that I have never seen before in my life. I'm talking about glow in the dark braiding hair that changes color in the sun, the mood braid. Like, what? How do you even come up with this stuff? But even just the simple things like the Awa curl clip-ins, which are kinky hair clip-ins that match natural type 4 hair textures. I've never seen that. Typically when you see clip-ins, they're usually that bone straight, silky, synthetic, shiny, plastic looking clip-ins. But no, RastAfri said, we gonna put an end to that. And they came out with some cute curly clip-ins. So they set the bar for hair, to me at least. I think they set the bar, and boom. So the end is a little bit thicker than I would have wanted it to be, but that's all right. That's all right. So there we have it, our faux lock. Now on to the next. Once again, I am crocheting this Tahiti curl into the top of the braid. Now, if you don't want to do this entire process, I totally understand, because it is a tedious one. But RastAfri does also have crochet faux locks, if that's something you might be interested in. I'm telling you, RastAfri has everything. They have everything that you may possibly need, and they just stand out from the crowd. That's a part of the reason why I wanted to work with them when I moved to LA. In Michigan, we didn't have RastAfri. I didn't even know who they was. I did not know what a RastAfri was until I found them through social media, and then I started seeing their hair in the beauty supply stores around LA too. And I used the braiding hair and I loved it. It was like nothing that I had ever used before. It was soft, it wasn't tangling, it wasn't burning my fingers. So I was hooked on it. And when I saw that they were looking for brand ambassadors, I jumped on it. Because at the time, I think I was a sophomore in college, and I was studying film. And at that point I decided I didn't want to be a hairstylist, but I still did a little bit of hair on the side. I was doing braids and stuff. Then I started making YouTube videos doing my hair and reviewing wigs. And I was a little shy about it at first. I was a little shy. I wasn't really sharing my videos with anyone. They were just there. I was just posting the video and leaving. Like, I wasn't really telling anyone what I was doing. So when I saw the opportunity with RastAfri, it seemed perfect for me. I wanted to have a sisterhood and a community, and I really wanted to have a platform as well online and just be able to share my knowledge and my skill with people. Becoming a brand ambassador with RastAfri really put me on a different path than I think I would have gone down if I hadn't ever sent an email to them asking to interview. So it definitely was the start of a journey, that's for sure. Every now and then when you're braiding, you might have to release it and just unravel your hair so you're not twisting it, because my biggest fear is that I'm gonna just twist my hair and the whole thing is gonna pop off. I don't have time for that, okay? That's why, again, I crochet the hair into the braid so that I'm not wrapping it directly onto my hair. There we go. So I interviewed with RastAfri at 20 years old. I became an ambassador and it was absolutely amazing. I met so many incredible women, like literally, you know, I have 40 sisters, over 40 sisters all across the United States, just from traveling with RastAfri and meeting so many women and just building relationships with the ambassadors. So it was really a great experience. Not long after I became an ambassador, I asked if I could intern with them because I needed an extra credit for school. So that led to me working with them as their video editor and their photographer for 2 years while I was still an ambassador and I was going to school full time, and I was traveling with them almost, it felt like every weekend. So it was a little overwhelming. It definitely got crazy at times, but I had fun. I had so much fun, and that is what's most important. And I graduated from college, so it all worked out. It was worth it. I tell people all the time, I don't think I'll ever have another experience like the one I had working with RastAfri, because it was just so much fun, and a lot of times it didn't even feel like I was working. I've never traveled so much in 1 year. Like literally we were gone almost every month. It seems like we were gone for a weekend out of every single month, and it always seemed to be the weekend before my finals or before a big assignment was due. But you know, we made it work. We made it do what it had to do, and it was crazy. I experienced so many different things, like went ziplining in Mexico, went horseback riding on the beach, got thrown into the Pacific Ocean off a banana boat. Say like that. Oh, look at all the birds. They watching. Yes. Turn us. He about to turn us. Oh my God. Got thrown off into I can't even swim. Okay, they got me out in the Pacific Ocean. Oh Jesus. But that was something that I can say I have never experienced before in life. So it was a lot of fun, and we went on cruises. We traveled to Atlanta and Texas, and we went on a road trip. We did a promo tour to different beauty supply stores, and we drove across, I believe it was Colorado, Arizona, New Mexico, and Vegas, and then we drove back to LA. So that was fun. we traveled every month to the Afrolicious Hair Expo. And now I can say setting up for the Hair Expo itself was work. Setting up for the Hair Expo was definitely work, but it was like that one day out of 3 days that actually felt like I was working. And even then, like, I was taking photos and I was shooting videos of the hair competition and the different people who were coming to talk to us at our booth. So I still, even though I was working, it was still fun for me because I was doing photography. So it never really felt like work. It was just always a good time with good people. Oh, I did it. Look at this one. Okay. I did this one. The color blended perfectly. This curl, I think I should have brought it down a little bit further, but that's all right. That's all right. Yes. And look, you see how I just flipped that? Now, if you can't flip your braids and your faux locks like this right after you do them, then they're too tight. They're too tight, okay? Your hair is not laid. Your hair is tight. You're not gonna have no edges when you take your hair down. So don't be trying to get your hair all super tight just so it can be laid or whatever. So overall, working with RastAfri has helped me get a head start in my career, and it's even helped me figure out what it is that I want out of a career, because now I know I like shooting fashion and beauty campaigns, and I may have never known that. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say never, but it would have taken me longer to figure that out if I hadn't worked with a company that believed in me and saw my potential and gave me the freedom to create and to practice and to hone in on the skills that I have. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. No, seriously, like I really am. And I have a very long portfolio of professional experience and photography and video work just from working for RastAfri alone. I've been able to do freelance work because some of the projects that I did with RastAfri, the photos and the videos that I created, people like them and people want to hire me to make other stuff for them and their brands. So I'm very, very grateful. That is it. That is all she wrote. She is done. Okay, locks, come through. Come through. Yes. So ladies and gentlemen, this is it. This is the final product, okay? Got a full head of locks, and you see I left a couple braids out, just a couple, maybe 3 or 4, just because I loved that lavender color so much that I wanted it to pop. So I left a couple braids out. I'm different. I like to be unique. You ain't gotta do that if you don't want to. Here's another one over here. So it doesn't matter. Be creative with your hairstyle. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add some hair jewels. Ooh, hair jewels. Ooh. So let me stop. Which one do I want to put this on? I feel like this one could use something. So you guys, this is it. This is the final product, okay? I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling myself. Oh, look. Now, how many people can flip their braids like that? Flip their locks and stuff like that after getting it done? Cause it's not tight. It's not tight. My hair gonna be flourishing when I take these down, okay? Okay. I don't know about y'all, but having my hair done really boosts my mood. It makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel confident. People really don't understand how important hair is to black women. Like, this can make or break your mood. If your hair does not come out right, if my hair didn't come out right, y'all wouldn't be watching this video right now. I can tell you that as a fact. You would not, this video wouldn't even be made because I would be mad. I would be frustrated because it didn't come out the way that I wanted it to. I remember my prom night, I was crying literally, like as my date was pulling into the driveway. I'm like bawling because my hair was not coming out the way I wanted it to. I was doing my hair myself. I thought I could do the style. It didn't work. My mom trying to help me. I'm crying. We arguing. It was a mess. It was a mess. So your hair can make or break you, all right? It can make or break you. Whether I'm wearing wigs, weave, crochet, braids, twists, locks, if it comes out good, I feel good. But don't get discouraged if it come out bad. Just try it again. Go ahead, have your little fit. It's okay. We all do it, but try again. Don't give up. That's the most important part. So again, this hair is the RastAfri braid Goddess curl braid. They're 40-inch Goddess curl braid, and that is wrapped around the Tahiti curl. So that's how I achieved this style. And I love this color. These colors are bomb. I love wearing bright, bold colors, and purples and pinks and burgundies are my favorite, just because I feel like they kind of go with everything. When I'm getting dressed, it's not as difficult as it would be if I had like orange hair, you know? So I try to stick with the neutral, bright, bold colors, but I ain't scared of no green. I ain't scared of no yellow. I ain't scared of no pastel pink now, okay? Okay. I believe that wearing these bold colors has really been helpful for me and my brand because it makes me stand out. I don't look like other photographers. I don't look like other journalists. So people come up to me and they're like, oh my God, your hair. And then we start talking about business and boom, I have a client, I have a friend, I have a reference. Like, that's just kind of how I've been communicating with people. It starts with my hair. So I'm really grateful that RastAfri has these bright, bold, beautiful hair color options for me to stand out in the crowd and just to embrace my unique beauty through my hair. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial as well as learning a little bit about me. If you want to connect with me, you can follow me on Instagram at XOStephBell. You can also subscribe to me on YouTube. My channel name is XOStephanieBell. And if you want to see more of my media work, you can go to my website, which is stephbproductions.com. And be sure to follow RastAfri Braid on Insta because they're always coming out with something new and you don't want to miss it, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace and love.